Welcome to the third episode in the Options Matrix Pro platform walkthrough series. So in this video, we're going to have a look at the scanner page. The scanner is where Options Matrix Pro helps you move from analyzing just one ticket to scanning across a broader watch list. The matrix is best when you already know the stock that you actually want to analyze, and that we covered in the prior video. But the scanner is great when you have a list of stocks that you want to quickly find which ones match your current rules. So the key question that the scanner helps answer is, across my watch list, where are the opportunities right now? So there are two main scanner workflows. There's the short option scanner for cash secured puts, covered calls, that sort of short option style income trades, or the wheel strategy. And then you've got the advanced strategy scanner, which is for defined risk multi-leg strategies. So we'll start in the short options scanner. So the short option scanner is designed to help you scan a list of tickers instead of just checking each one manually one by one. So we'll begin with the list. You can actually create a list of the different tickers and save different lists themselves. You can name them, rename them. You can transfer tickers or symbols to different lists as well as selecting all the lists if you want all of them to appear together. You can do bulk edits on changes, the yield or probability of pop. You can even change whether you want it to be puts or calls and multi-select accordingly over here. Just make sure you are selecting them when you are looking to do the calibration or running off the scan. An important part is that the scanner is only as useful as the watch list that you give it. So for cash secured puts in particular, the watch list should generally include stocks that you would be comfortable reviewing seriously and owning. Typically, when we set this up, you want to choose the symbols, the tickers that you want to own, and the strike price at which you are comfortable to buy them for a given premium, which is the minimum monthly yield. You can also set the minimum probability of profit as well. So one of the hardest parts, if you are a short options trader, is often configuring out these strike prices because it changes constantly. Every day it can change as the stock price moves. And so that can be a very time consuming activity if you want to be monitoring 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 stocks. That's why we've got this auto-calibrate feature. So if we click on the auto-calibrate feature, making sure once again we've selected the symbols we want to calibrate, typically I just have all of them selected, it will go through and start to pull many of the common items by which traders use to determine what that effective strike price should be. So it'll pull like the GEX support, open interest support. If you're on the call side, same thing, max pain, and the expected move for the given DTE. What it will do is it will propose a specific strike price to actually supersede. So if we go up here, if I look at Apple, it's at $287.50. So it's basically saying the current price is $288 and it's proposing $290, which is higher than what the current price is. You can see the spot price over here as well, so you can quickly reference it, and it tells you the signal that was chosen as well as some of the reasons as to why it chooses a particular signal over another. Now, again, it's quite an easy process. If you want to just go through, review it, look at it and say, oh no, actually I'd prefer to use something higher or lower or whatever that might be and change it here. Or you can simply just accept the recommendations and click apply. In determining these statistics of supports, max pain, etc., you can choose what it anchors to. By default, it anchors to the next third Friday. That's at least 14 days out. And so it's now jumped to the one which is 42 days out because we're actually just outside of that window currently for this month. You can also require it to pick a default. So your open interest or GEX or max pain, etc., or expected move, and propose that if you would prefer. However, just note that sometimes, again, as the market moves, the data itself is not extremely accurate, hence why this auto selection can work in your favor. Although, once again, I strongly recommend actually manually reviewing it, but you're just quickly having the look through on each of these. All right, once you're happy with them, you can simply click apply and the calibration is done. See how it's gone and updated the struck price up here. We'll now go and click the scan button and it will commence the scanning process. After the scan runs, you'll see a scan summary. So this shows how many symbols were scanned, how many matched your rules, how many didn't match, whether any of the tickers actually failed for a particular reason, and it separates the results into those matched and non-matched results. So matched results are the opportunities that meet your criteria, and the non-matched results, they can still be useful too because they can show what did not qualify and help you understand whether your rules are too strict, too loose, or what's right about it. So we'll expand into it. Just for reference, if it says matches 8T, so it's saying 8 tickers or symbols matched, and there's 16 contracts that have been identified. Non-matched, there's 11 tickers and there's 27 contracts that have been brought through. So let's open this up. Let's take MSTR, as we've got a couple there. So within MSTR, we can see the DTE of 42 days. Strike, actually one more point up here. In the results filter, you can filter on the results itself in terms of specific minimum break evens, maximum DTE, etc. And this is a results filter after the fact. If I actually go up to the top, I forgot to mention this, the scanner settings, you can hard code and set what you want the minimum DTE and maximum DTE is, as well as the minimum to maximum deltas. These are defaults. I would recommend having at least a minimum delta of probably about 0.1, as otherwise it starts searching for strikes well outside any given standard return. You can also set the portfolio and percentage allocation, and this syncs with the matrix page, so you can update it in either location and then save the configuration. So going back down to the bottom, I can see the matches, and you can view all the various details, DTE, strikes, minimum monthly yield here, and you can start to make your evaluation as to whether or not this is right for you. As with all the things, you can actually then open this in the matrix to view the page here. You can view in the visualizer, you can save the trade, or you can open it within TradingView as well. Next, we'll go have a look at the advanced strategies. So within advanced strategies, once again, you've got your lists, so you can pick the particular list that you're interested in reviewing. From here, you can pick the strategies that you're interested in, and you can set the various parameters around that too. So minimum DTE, maximum DTE, minimum return, probability of profits, etc. Earnings is quite key, as you can pick your preference around avoiding particular trades that have earnings, or you could require them, or avoid something with a certain number of days, etc. Also, we've got a ranking system. There is an OMP score that we calculate, and you can use that to validate, or you can pick some other measure. You can then click to refresh the scan, and it will generate a number of opportunities. Because of the breadth of this, and I have 20 tickers selected here, multiple strategies, there are a lot of results that get generated. So in this case, there were 25,000 opportunities identified, even within this filter range. It actually just keeps the top 500 based on what the ranking is, just due to the sheer volume. You can then filter on the particular strategies itself that you're looking for, or tickers, etc. And so you've got a results filter here that we can pick and therefore have a look at individual items. Once again, just bearing in mind it needs to be within those 500 that actually were identified. You can then expand on any of the particular items to view more details about it as well. And you can see how the score was calculated. You can view the risk profile, and if there was any earnings, that would also be identified. So just to summarize, a simple way to think about the scanner is you can use this if you want to identify opportunities to begin with, ideally using your predefined watch list. Within the short options, you can calibrate automatically, which is very helpful. Within the advanced strategies scanner, when you want to identify your defined risk multi-leg strategies. And then you can use your visualizer to understand the risk and reward before making any decisions, and you can watch that video next. But the scanner will help you discover. The matrix will give you a great view on the individual ticker if you're interested, and the visualizer can help you understand it.